Hi everyone, welcome back to Legally Yours. I'm here again today with the lovely Alex Nicol from Aptum Legal, and in this episode we're going to deep dive a little bit further into Aptum Legal's very unique kind of pricing structure and how they actually work with their clients. So thank you so much for joining me, Alex.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about it. So Aptum Legal, your pricing structure is quite unique for a litigation firm. Talk me through what you do for your engagement process with your clients and how that all works.
So we're a value-based pricing model firm, so that means that essentially we're flexible in the way we price things first and foremost. The way we price our litigation primarily is by fixing a fee, and that means that in the engagement process we need to understand a lot more about what the matter is and where it will progress to, rather than just starting work and then seeing where we go. So we engage in a preliminary legal analysis, and we price that to the client and say at the end of that you get a product that is a review and assessment of your matter and a costing going forward, usually at the very least to a major milestone in the litigation, potentially sometimes all the way to a trial. And in order for us to do that, we need to do a considerable amount of work in that preliminary phase.
Yes. Okay, fantastic. And I think, would I be right in saying that the benefit of that is that once that sort of scoping document and all that kind of, I guess, research and information is popped into that document, along the way when the client then, chooses to go ahead with the litigation, everyone's on the same page. Like, it must actually rule out a whole heap of difficult conversations that, in a traditional way that we sort of know with the billable hour, where you're sort of just sending off invoices and fingers crossing and not being able to actually, and that relationship turns quite toxic. I'm assuming that doesn't happen in that process.
No, I mean, one of the biggest things that lawyers are criticised for is lack of communication.
And particularly around price, yes.
The bill shock that everyone talks about. And I've seen it before from clients, and it's just that lack of communication. And it's because people are under so much pressure to churn through work that communication falls to a lower priority. And for us, it has to be front and centre of everything, because we rely on that to deliver a good product to the client.
Absolutely. And I have heard you say once before that, particularly in litigation, you're experienced enough to know what the process is going to be. Yes, it is you might not necessarily know the order of the steps of where it will go depending on the other side, but you understand the actual process. But what you can't basically account for is if a client stops talking to you because they're so concerned about price or bills rocking up and all that kind of stuff. Is that right?
That's right. And it doesn't matter if you're operating a time-based or a value-based practice. Communication is so important. If the client feels like they want to hold back information or hold back documents because they're nervous about the pricing, the cost of that, then it means that you're at a massive disadvantage. And we think that our pricing model removes that nervousness a little bit for clients, and it means that we're at a better advantage, and it puts the client in a better position because we understand their case better than other lawyers might.
Absolutely, I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining me, and if this is resonating with you or you'd like to know more about Alex Nicol and Aptum Legal, you can head to our website at legalyours.com.au, or you can head direct to Aptum Legal. Thank you so much for watching, and thanks for joining me, Alex.
Pleasure, thanks Karen.